Hey everyone, this is Jennifer Sanchez, and you are listening to the Wise Coffee Chat Show on WRMN 1410. And if you want to learn more about WRMN 1410, go to WRMN1410.com to learn more about their programming and more information on the station. Super excited to be here with my guest, and we're going to be having a very interesting conversation that I'm looking forward to. But before we go into that, who am I? My name is Jennifer Sanchez. I'm the founder of Wise Coffee Chat Show. You can find it on YouTube, Instagram. You can find me, Wise Jennifer Sanchez, on all the social media platforms. And also, if you want to learn more, go to wisealliancenetwork.com. I'm also a real estate investor, so if anyone's looking to sell their property 30 days or less, feel free to reach out to me. I buy, invest in homes, and a mom of 3 beautiful girls. So that is who I am, and the newest author of Wise Women Empower Women. I did launch a book early this year, so got to put it out there and give a shout out to my book. So that's enough about me. I'm going to pass it over and introduce you guys to my guest, Haaroon. Haaroon, can you introduce yourself?
Sure can. My name is Haaroon Malik. I'm the founder of Malik Collective, and my Instagram is HAAROONMALIK. I used to be in IT and decided that I no longer wanted to be in IT, and transitioned over to real estate and fashion.
Nice. So real estate and fashion. So actually, I know you through the real estate side.
Yes, correct.
As an investor, and we're part of the same investment community. So tell me a little bit about how did you transition from IT into real estate?
So in 2021, I was driving by a nice neighborhood, and I decided to buy this condo. Asking price was $190. I offered $205. And so this was my first real estate purchase. I just fell in love with the place. I didn't know what I was doing. And I learned later in life that I bought it the wrong way. I used a conventional mortgage versus, hard money lender or private money lender. But at the end of the day, it was totally worth it. The price of $205,000 that I paid in 2021, that property is worth over $330,000.
Nice. That's awesome.
It's in an A area, if you guys know what that means.
They probably don't. So
it's in a good area.
It's in a good area.
School district, and it's that area is appreciating.
Which is great. So you got into real estate. You first were you started investing on your own.
Correct.
And then you got into a real estate community that probably taught you, like me, more about real estate and how to invest in real estate. And now you fell into the fashion world.
Yes.
Fashion industry. So that was bizarre. When I heard, I was like, wait, what? Mm-hmm. So tell me how you transitioned from real estate into that.
So I started attending several fashion shows since I think last year. And so there were a few things that I didn't like about the fashion industry, especially in Chicago. Okay. So since I have a passion for fashion, I wanted to change things up a little bit.
Okay.
So I decided to do my own fashion show, which is happening on September 27th in Chicago.
Very cool. Very cool. So now you're in the fashion industry. So just tell us a little bit about, your passion for fashion. Like how did you get involved with this? Like how did it all start?
It just came up in my head and just wanted to go for it.
Really?
Just like real estate, just driving by a house. I'm like, I want to buy that, and bought it and accumulated more real estate. And then same thing with fashion.
Really?
There are a lot of things that I wanted to change, and, just got into it.
Okay. And then, so on the investment side, I know that you've been flipping or rehabbing. How many properties, or where are you at with that? Okay. So do you do more flips or you do more holds?
I have not sold anything. I'm a buy and hold investor.
You just hold. Okay. And then I know that we've had conversations about when you lease or when you get tenants. Remember, you've said like, hey, you're open to everybody. What I liked about you, Haaroon, when I first met you and we were talking about real estate, you said, I give everyone a chance.
Exactly.
Remember that conversation?
Everyone deserves a chance.
Everyone deserves a chance. And I thought that was pretty cool because a lot of people are scared of when they're renting to certain tenants, right? Mm-hmm. They might see their background or see something, and then it kind of scares them, or if they have a certain credit score that scares them, right? And when I met you, you were like, we were talking about something. I don't know. You were talking about something specific with one of your tenants or something like that.
I have a tenant that's in a program, a prison release program. And so he's one of my best tenants. I've never heard him complain before. So
yeah. So I thought that was cool because I thought to myself, like, you're right? Like sometimes people are so rigid with their rules and they don't want to give anybody an opportunity. But I'm similar to you where I go case by case basis. I don't always just say, oh, you don't fit my criteria. You don't go inside my box of the type of tenant that I want. When I look, I'm kind of like, okay, maybe what happened in their life. Maybe they have a low credit score because of something happened at some point in their life, right? Medical bills, divorces. We've all been there and we've gone through struggles, right? So that's what really, from the get-go that I met you, I really appreciated that because it was a breath of fresh air, because sometimes there's too rigid investors sometimes that don't give people shots.
Correct. I know a lot of investors that won't take tenants unless their income is 3 times the rent. And so that kind of and then I've also noticed those same people finding it difficult to find tenants.
Yeah. Now,
especially with credit score,
yes.
Minimum credit score has to be this much, and 3 times income. They have to have W-2 income versus 1099, and everyone's different.
Yeah.
There are people that are looking for houses. They just don't meet a lot of the criteria that people want.
Yeah.
And, everyone deserves an opportunity to find a place to live.
Of course. Where are your main areas where you rent?
I'm all over the place. I have some in Aurora, Glendale Heights, Elgin, and a lot in South Suburbs.
South Suburbs. Okay. So you went from IT in real estate. How long have you been doing real estate now? Since 2021. So good 5 years, you would say now. Mm-hmm. How has the real estate journey treated you?
It's fair. I mean, everybody that I've talked to in real estate is different. Everyone has their own niche and what they're looking for in areas. And so if you don't follow the herd, make your own decisions. If you find a property that you think fits your criteria, there's nothing wrong with buying it. A lot of people are waiting for prices to come down. They may or may not come down. A lot of people, want better interest rates, but chances are that might not happen.
Sure. Are you still in IT? Do you still do IT work, or are you no longer? So it's just full-blown fashion and real estate at this point in your life. That's good, because when I met you, I think you were still doing your IT job.
That's correct, yes.
Right? That's cool. So that's the whole purpose of why we get into real estate, right? Exactly. Like to leave the 9-to-5 jobs, to leave well, for me personally, right? I don't know how you feel. I feel like you don't have to you do a lot of work up front, right? When you acquire the property, but once the property's done and stable and functioning, it's kind of like hands off, right? Exactly. And it's just passive income at that point.
Yep. And I treat it passive. I don't do any of the manual labor work. I might take a trip to Home Depot, but that's not my role. That's not my job. That's my general contractor's job. To pick up material, supplies, paint, check on the houses. And like you said, this is passive income. You shouldn't even be managing your own properties. I know a lot of investors that manage it.
That's
true. And they treat it like a day job when they shouldn't. It's passive income. So keep it passive. Hire a property manager.
Nice.
And that's the way it's supposed to be. I also know that, I forgot what I was going to say. So I used to be in IT. I got laid off last year. And that's when I realized that, I have some rental money coming in. Why don't I just buy more houses and accumulate more wealth? The problem that I had in, being in IT is that my income is limited. And so I'm the only thing that I can rely on raises, bonuses, learning something else, and changing jobs. So I learned later in life that, I'm stuck at a position where where my income is limited. And so real estate gives me that opportunity to make as much money as I want. The more houses I accumulate, the more I'm worth, because the assets appreciate.
More assets.
And, the more the more money I can make as I accumulate more and more properties.
Very nice. So when you got when you got laid off from the IT job, you didn't really have a worry because you already had that passive income. If anything, did it make you more motivated?
It did.
Yeah.
Then I started buying more and more houses. Back in 2021, I was able to acquire 3 properties. In 2022, I didn't buy anything. 2023, I bought 3 more. And then 2024, 25, I bought a few here and there, but not as many. But then once I finally got laid off, I'm like, this is the route to take.
Really? I didn't know this, because then I remember talking to you and it was like, oh yeah, I just bought a house last week. Oh yeah, I just bought a house this week. I was like, what? I'm sitting there, I'm going to buy a house tomorrow. I'm like, Lord help me.
Yeah, those were all true.
You were, that was you.
The deal is there. I'm going to pick it up.
Yeah, no, I was just like, this guy, but I mean, it was impressive, right? It was great. And me, my personality, I just like to like joke around and be funny and playful and stuff like that. So, that was impressive though, that you were doing all of those things. And now you're doing the real estate. It's the passive income. What would you tell someone that's considering getting into real estate?
So I'm on a different mindset. Over the past several months, I've learned more about myself and how things should be. And I learned that, what people don't realize is that if their income stops, does money stop for them? And so a lot of people are relying on a W-2 employer or a W-2 job, which they don't have any control over to support them.
That's so true.
Spirit Airlines, was Spirit Airlines?
Spirit Airlines, yeah, Spirit
Airlines went away, and all these guys were shocked. If they had a backup plan, they kept relying on Spirit Airlines as their source of income, and they didn't have any other skill set or anything else to go back off of.
No, that's really true. And I think even like if you were to get sick, or you had to get, let's say you had to do a medical procedure, or you were going to take downtime for whatever amount of time, when you have that passive income, you kind of don't worry, right? Like, you have a team, like you said, you have your GC, you have your property managers. I manage my own properties. I'm the one that does. I'm just so picky. I'm so picky when it comes to like who gets in my property. So I'd prefer still take control of that. But, I get the whole have a team, have your lawyers, have your GCs, have your, everybody, title company, have everything together where you're not breaking your head. Even have like people that bring you deals. I'm sure you have wholesalers that bring you deals, right?
Yeah. I just have to pick which one's right for me.
Well, send me some because I need a flip.
You need a
Send me some because I need something. So now let's change the conversation a little bit, like the fashion, right? That part right there. Like, so you are putting together a fashion show.
Correct.
Right? What inspired you to do this?
So I started going to a lot of fashion shows. And, there were a few things that I didn't agree with. And so, I just want to change things up a little bit and in fashion in Chicago.
No, and that's interesting. And please tell us more. Like, what is it that So I've done a little bit of runway, right? For fun and kicks and giggles, guys. It's just kicks and giggles for me. Like, it's not like but just because I wanted to do it, just to do it, right? So what is it about the industry that made you feel like you wanted to do this?
So I just wanted to see, I want my models to be happy. I want them to have fun during the fashion show. A lot of times they don't. So, for example, if somebody from the audience waves at my models, I would love for my models to wave back and smile. That's not usually done in Chicago. That's done in other parts of the country, but not in Chicago.
Okay.
Another thing that was lacking was that there was no acknowledgement from the crew, the venue, and the models, and the designers. And so, it's not just my show. Everybody involved, it's our show. Everybody that's involved. And so I want to give recognition to everybody, that, especially the designers, the models, and so forth. And so, I'm going to heavily recognize them through social media and, during the show itself.
Okay. Why is that? So like, I just know, so when I worked a lot with people that were in the fashion industry, when I did more marketing, I remember one of the things, especially if they were buyers of clothing, right? It was like certain people dress differently in LA, certain people dress differently in Miami. Like I had a couple of designers that would collect pieces from all over because they knew there was different styles from all over the US. Like, why is it that you feel like the models here that do runway are different than other ones? Like what makes us different? I thought we were like happy people in the Midwest.
I'm sure everyone can be more happier.
Yeah.
And another thing is that the designers, my show is a little different. I want my designers to create designs and clothes that people can wear in public for my first fashion show. So that way they can have and also give them an opportunity to sell their clothes as well.
Okay.
Designers will design, great garments, but they can't be worn in public. They're
Sure.
only good for the show.
Sure. Sometimes, they have like a pasty on or something like that. Was unrealistic. Like you can't wear that to a job.
No, you can't.
Right? That'd be like against all HR rules. So in your, with what you're trying to do, like how do the models feel? How do your designers feel about this?
They're ecstatic. They want to do something that they've never really done before. I have a couple great designers, and they just didn't have the opportunity to, create designs that can be shown at weddings, other occasions.
Okay, so like it's usual wear, like everyday wear is what you're going to be putting on your fashion show. And tell us a little bit. You were telling me before we went on a little bit about your designers. Like, who are they? What kind of stuff do they focus in on? Like, tell us a little bit about what we're going to expect.
Mine is a multicultural fashion show, so I have designers and designs coming from Asia, Europe, Mexico, America, Africa, and so forth.
Really?
So I'm trying to combine, and India. So I'm trying to combine cultures and fashion from different parts of the world.
That's pretty cool.
And all of these garments should be made available for purchase as well. So
Really?
It not only promotes the region and country, but also promotes these are clothes that can be worn appropriately.
And I think something that caught my attention that you said also, there was the modesty that you wanted to bring also. Tell me a little bit about that. Like why, I'm going to ask a lot of questions, Haaroon. Why, and of course, right, a lot of people when they go to fashion shows, it's usually the model that highlights the outfit, right? Like that's why you pick the model because, it's really like she wears the clothes or he wears the clothes, right? So why are you going towards a modest route? I thought it was very intriguing.
Well, for the first fashion show, I'm going this route because, I want the designs to be presentable, and I want people who wear these designs comfortable wherever they go.
Okay.
Whether it's at the airport, gym, and so forth.
Okay. And what's your definition of modest?
Just something that can be worn in public, like, not feathers or anything like that. I don't know.
No. And then I'm just asking questions, and I'm just curious. So, okay, so you're going to put this fashion show. Tell us a little bit. What day is the fashion show?
The fashion show is happening on Sunday, September 27th at 868 Events, which is located at 868 North Franklin Street, Chicago.
Mm-hmm. And you just had didn't you just have like a fashion show on a boat or something like that?
That was a friend of mine.
Okay, so you were, I know.
So I attended that one.
Okay, so how do you juggle all of this as a husband? Now I'm curious, right? Now I'm going to ask another question here. How do you juggle the real estate, the fashion, the marriage? Because I know you're married, you have kids. How many kids?
I have two.
Two babies. So how do you manage all of this?
Don't sleep.
Okay, you don't sleep. That's a good one. So how, and also your wife, right? Is she involved? How does she feel about it? What are the goals with her?
Well, she thinks I'm doing one fashion show, so she's okay with that.
She just thinks
she doesn't know about the other ones that I planned.
Oh Lord. So what I also liked about what you said before offline was that you wanted to make this more entrepreneurial because you are a businessman.
Correct.
Right. What makes you feel like, okay, with this fashion show compared to like other fashion shows, why do you feel like you want to make this more entrepreneurial? Or you were saying something of that nature.
So this gives an opportunity. This gives an opportunity for the designers to showcase their work. And I'm hoping that they also have I also want to give them an opportunity to sell their work as well.
Okay.
Which is hardly done in fashion in Chicago, unless it's a designer who's
very popular,
who's doing it. Yeah. Okay.
And so you want to make sure that you bring exposure to these designers and give them an opportunity to make money.
Correct.
Right. That's super cool. So I saw something on your social media when you guys were you had auditions, right? You had women come out, right? So who's picking the models?
I have a team.
You have a team that's picking the models. Okay. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, during the auditions, we had a lot of people that showed up.
Yeah.
Several people got cut for various reasons.
Yeah. Are you picking? So I gotta ask this question. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do this. Are you picking? So there's always an aesthetic with models, right? Height, size,
Yes.
weight.
I don't qualify.
Oh no.
I'm not 6 feet tall. I'm 5'4".
Oh Lord. But that is something that's real, right? Because you have like plus girl sizes, right? Plus girl, and then you have fuller figured women, and you have some fashion shows that focus on plus size more and some that don't. So like, what are because that's a big deal, because that also affects, women, how they perceive themselves. So like, how are you guys choosing these models?
So we have men and women are of all sizes and colors.
Okay.
And our designers are designing clothes the same way.
Okay. So this for like, even the models will be everyday, like regular, normal people.
Correct.
So like, you're not picking like a size 2 or size 4. You're picking a size 12.
Possible.
I'm just curious.
I don't know women's sizes, but yeah.
I'm just saying, because like you have Black and brown women, even in the Southeast Asian women, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're fuller hips, fuller figured, right? Is that even a word? Did I say this word correctly? Yeah, right. Full figured, whatever. You guys get what I'm trying to say.
I'm trying to have diversity.
Okay, so
fashion show.
I like that. That's
it's not
good.
segmented just for one race or one culture. It's for multiple cultures and like things like that.
That's really good. No, but that's really good, because that's body positivity, right? And that's what it sounds like that's what you're trying to do, bring that awareness. And it also helps with women, everyday women, right? When they see someone that looks like them, it helps, right? Like, oh, that person looks like me. Because I think what is in the United States, the average size woman is a size 12 in pants. Did you know that?
I don't know what size. What size is that in men's? I don't know.
What's
is that big, small?
It's
I mean, I'm down to 30. Is that big? Too big?
I don't know. I don't like men's sizes. I don't know. Maybe it's like it was like a, I don't know, 34 maybe in men. 34.
It's not too bad.
I don't know, 34, 36. I don't know. I'm just going to assume. I have no idea, actually. Someone else, right? I'm not an expert in the fashion side, but I do know women, and I do know that like the average size of a woman is a size 12.
Oh, okay.
Right. So, and that's something interesting that I thought, I thought that was very interesting. Right. Hey, Carlos, I see Carlos watching. How are you? So, with all of this, if someone wants to learn more about this fashion show, where would they go?
They can just follow me on Instagram.
And so what is that?
At Haaroon Malik, Malak.
Malik. So I'm
to our Eventbrite site as well.
Yeah, because what is it? Malik Collective.
Eventbrite.com.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So I mean, I think what we're gonna do real quick for those that are with us or listening, we're gonna take a quick short break. But when we come back, we're gonna talk more with Haaroon about his journey, his story, about this fashion event that's coming up, and what, if you are looking and you want to attend this event, what to expect. Right? Yes, Betty. Like, he works with all size women, so we have women commenting. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and we'll be right back after this brief short break. Right, we are back, and if you are just catching us, we're here with Haaroon Malik, who is a investor and a, what would you call it, a fashion producer?
Fashion enthusiast.
Fashion
and producer.
And enthusiast and producer. I mean, what you're doing is putting on an event producer, right? Like,
Correct.
Event producers can put any event out there. You can put together, conferences, retreats, networking events. I produce events all the time, right? So
Yep.
I understand the stress,
Yes,
right?
it's very stressful.
I'm sure it is. And then it's also another level of stress, right? Because now you have to coordinate models and you have to coordinate designers, and there's a lot of logistics behind, right? I know that I've done a little bit of runway for some of my friends, and I know one fashion designer, or she's in the industry, Cassandra Bell. I know I did some stuff for her. And another friend of mine, Delilah, and she had a whole fashion event for her designs and stuff like that. So I remember that was fun, but I just remember like the logistics, and I remember like running to the back and throwing on, changing the dress and putting it on and not caring who sees you. At some points you're kind of just like, you just have to keep going because you had to walk back in the runway and walk again down that, and it's fun. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. But there's again a lot of logistics that are involved.
Yeah. So luckily I have a good team that's assisting me in these hurdles that are more experienced than I am.
Of course.
One thing that I learned over the past few months is that, if you have a passion for something, just do it. Nothing's holding you back except yourself.
I love that. So that's what I want to talk about, because a lot of times people are scared. That's amazing. Like, I commend you that you investor IT and say, you know what, I like fashion. Let me put a fashion show together. Obviously, you've been around the industry. You've been going to events. I see you always networking. So clearly you're enjoying this side, right? And you're pursuing a passion or pursuing something you love. Why? Like, why do you pursue that? What is it that is making you follow this?
It just happened one day. I'm like, I just want to do it.
Just because.
And, if I'm successful, that's fantastic. If I fail, I've done it. I can say I've done it.
You could say you've done it. And what would you tell someone? Because there's a lot of people that are not like that. People don't jump for things like that.
Do whatever you want. No one's stopping you.
Yeah.
Just go for it. If you want to do anything, just do it.
Okay.
A lot of people just, what I hear more from people are excuses. Like even my old coworkers.
Okay.
I would be like, hey, how come you're not investing in real estate, this and that? And all they're saying is like, oh, I want to, I'll do it later.
Oh.
The problem is that they want an event to happen before they pursue to learn a new skill or get into investments.
Yeah.
And so they're like, oh, I'll wait till I get laid off before I do anything else.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's so true. People just don't jump. People just they're not proactive. People just want things to fall on their lap. Like, I just want this to happen. I agree with you. I'm very similar in that sense with you, where it's just like, I want to do it. I'm going to do it.
Exactly.
Just do it.
They're just holding themselves back. I mean, a lot of people have great potential. If they really want to do something, they'll do it. A lot of people have great potential, dreams. Just do it.
Yeah, that's true. And I think that's something that, I think life is short. Right? We're not promised tomorrow. No one knows when their last day is. For me, it's more about, hey, I want to do it because I never want to be on my deathbed and say, I regret not doing this. I think that's why I am so adventurous. Actually, I got an award in high school for being the most adventurous. So like, people always saw me as the adventurous one. I don't know why. I guess I was always doing something. But that's just my persona, right? And probably my ADHD, because I'd be like, oh, let me try something new. Let me go do this just because I'm bored, because I get bored easily and then I want to do something else. Like, okay, I'm done with this. What's next? And I don't think it's like the shiny bit syndrome. I just like to jump into something and kind of like pour myself into it, experience it for myself. Like I did, like I said, I did a little bit of the runway. Yep. Why did I do that in that season? I think in that season I was trying to, because it was within a year span, I did like 3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And thank you. And the reason why I did it is I was feeling myself, and I just remember like thinking to myself, like, I want women who are everyday women, right? That are not that we love all type of bodies. Yes. There's no right or wrong, right? But I wanted to motivate women who were older, women who maybe had kids, women, because sometimes women feel like when they reach a certain age, they're spoiled goods, yes, right? Correct. And it's partly men's fault for that. Forgive me. But it's because, or let's say, okay, I'll take that back. Society's fault, right? Mm-hmm. Because sometimes it makes a woman feel like, okay, you're no longer good enough, right? You are over the age of 25. You've had children. You've been married. You're no longer this or that. So you fall into that trap when you get older. So I said, F that. I'm going to go do a fashion show. I'm going to look nice. I'm going to show off. And the reason why this, because I wanted to motivate other women. Like, I could do it. You could do it. Yeah, you know, exactly. Like there's nothing wrong with being confident and showing yourself off, right? Or showing off who you are, you know, or investing in yourself. And I think that's why for me in that season, I was like, no, I'm going to do this because I want to do it. Like how you do it.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot of editions where they're asking, you know, the models to be, you know, 5'9", size 0.
Pressure.
Great. But then the problem is, like, you know, mine is showcasing, you know, my show is more about diversity.
I love
inclusion,
that.
And, you know, for designers, because designers need, I just want, you know, my designers to be able to sell close to everybody. Yeah. Not just certain segments.
Yeah. And what's interesting too is that when you think about these sizes or like the BMI, or especially for women, like sometimes us Black and brown women, we're compared to European standards. Mm-hmm. So like our bodies are not like other bodies, right? So it's a little bit different for us. So it's great that you're doing inclusion, or you're being more inclusive, because like not all bodies are the same. No. You know, and if you're trying to promote designs or clothing that's for everybody, then you have to also be inclusive to bigger women, you know, rounder women, you know, or skinnier women, thinner women. There's no right or wrong, you know. I don't know what you think about that. No,
I think that's right on point, you know, as what my shows are about. And I'm going to continue to do, hopefully if after my first show, if my first show is successful, I plan on doing a few more series.
For sure.
Over the next year.
Next year. Okay. So it just sounds like your biggest advice is pursue your dreams, pursue your goals. Who cares? Just try it. Just do it. I mean, that's how we are in real estate, right? In real estate, we kind of have to be like that too. It's kind of like we take calculated risks.
Yeah. Everything's calculated in real estate, you know, the right area, the right, no house is the same.
No house is the same. Hell no.
You know, same thing in fashion. Nobody is the same.
That's a good point. I like how you correlated that, because in real estate, definitely no house is created equal. It's going to have its own hiccups, its own things, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure because you have a team, maybe they handle more of those hiccups, but
even real estate is a risk too.
It very much is.
Anything you do is going to be a risk. But if you calculate the risk on whatever you're pursuing, I still say just try it out.
Just try it out. And I think that
if you do great. Continue doing it. If you don't, stop and work on something else.
One of the things that I like to tell myself when I try something new, and maybe if I'm intimidated by it, I ask myself, what's the worst case scenario? I always ask myself that question. Like, okay, if I get into this, what's the worst case scenario that's going to happen if I fail? Mm-hmm. Like, am I going to die? No. You know, like that's the worst case scenario, right? So then I'm like, would I, if I lose all of this money, or if I lose everything I own or everything I have, can I build it back up? Sure. Right. I can. Right. So I guess that's the way I talk to myself when I take a leap into something, or take a leap of faith into something, because like everything is a risk, like you said.
Yeah. Well, like last month I rode a motorcycle.
Oh Lord.
And I've ridden a motorcycle in maybe 3-4 years, but I knew how to do it. I gave it a try.
Good
and
for
I
you.
didn't fall, so that's the main thing.
You know, I won't do motorcycles. Like, I'm adventurous, but no. Like, I don't think, like, that's one that I'm not really into. Like, it doesn't appease me at all. I know it does not attract me. Put me in maybe the little cart, you know, the little baby, the little side cart. Also in that, because I just feel like when you're in a motorcycle, you know, they have to wear like the cow skin or the leather, right, to protect themselves, and the helmets. And then I'd be watching people, I'm like, you are like, if they're out on their bike without any of them, like, oh my God, if you fall, you're gonna like rip your whole skin off, you know?
It's a risk, but
it is a risk that they're taking. But I was like, no, I still need my body, you know, like I don't want to lose that.
well, then just don't drive that fast. Ride that fast.
I'll stay on a bike or a moped or a scooter. You know, I'm adventurous, but not that. I don't know why. Just motorcycles never really called my attention.
How about skydiving?
That, yes, it has. I'll do skydiving. Okay. I just haven't really found people that want to do it with me. Actually, everyone's like no.
I might do it.
Oh, okay. Maybe we'll do a group and get some skydiving. Like a skydiving, yes. Bungee jumping, no. I think bungee jumping looks
it's more dangerous.
Yeah, that looks way more dangerous. And then the way that it, like, you kind of like
bounce.
I don't like that. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna hurt your spine. You know, and I'm like, nah.
I'm worried about it snapping.
Yeah,
or being too long.
Okay, that's a
that happened out of school.
No.
So somebody.
What do you mean?
This was years ago.
Where?
So somebody decided to bungee jump off of like a 2-story school.
Why?
They didn't make it.
Oh
2
my
or 3 stories.
God, that is so scary. I know that you have these daredevils. How do you feel about that couple that went on the Eiffel Tower and went to the tip?
That was cool.
You thought that was cool?
Yeah. I mean, I can't climb, but I mean, that's, you know, they had an idea and went for it.
And that was a big risk. I think they got arrested, right? They got arrested. But I mean,
I'd rather get arrested than die.
That's
than trying.
Okay, that's touche. I think that's fair.
At least they lived.
At least they're alive.
They got a story to tell.
And they got a story to tell. And they got a lot of social media promotion. I think they have like a huge following, right? Those guys already, yeah, they did, but they were already known as daredevils, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I know people are adrenaline junkies and they do. No, I'm not an adrenaline. Nah, you know what? Let's take this back. Like, I'm adventurous, but adrenaline junkie, I'm not really all of that.
No, I get too scared.
Yeah, no.
Like, even at this age, like, you know, Six Flags, I'm like, no, that gives me too much headaches.
Yeah, Six Flags. Oh, that's a good point. Six Flags. I will still go to Six Flags. I will still ride everything, except I will not ride one thing. I will not ride anymore.
Giant drop?
Yes, I will never.
I never did that.
I did that one a lot when I was younger, and then like if I go and I look at it, I'm like, never again will I ever.
How was the last time?
I went with my kids, so I couldn't jump on anything big. They were too little. Okay. But if I go, like, I'll go on all the roller coasters except the giant. I just hate that feeling that right when you're about to you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, you're there and you're like, I'm about to drop, and you can't stop that feeling once you're going down. I just hate that feeling.
Honestly, the Six Flags that we have in Chicago or Gurney is so uncomfortable. Like, really? Even their oldest ride is what is it?
That's the best one, the Eagle.
The Eagle or something. It doesn't do anything. But like the seats, the cushions, it's so uncomfortable. I don't even want to sit in it.
I think that one's adrenaline because you're afraid that's gonna break.
That's what I'm worried about too.
You're more like, that's what you're worried about, not the ride itself, right?
Even though it doesn't do anything, just up and down.
It just goes up and down.
It's just like, okay, is the belt? How old is this belt? Like,
yeah, no, that one for sure. But definitely, how did we get to this conversation? Going to amusement parks. I mean, I think we're talking about being adventurous, but definitely, I'm not like chasing I'm not chasing tornadoes or storms, you know, like those people get a kick out of that, right? Like, I'm talking about, I guess real estate can cause some adrenaline though. I think there's been some days that I had like high cortisol spikes because I was like, I can't stand this right now, right? Like, but it's a different type of adrenaline, right? You're waiting on appraisals.
Yes.
You're waiting to hit your numbers.
Yeah, trying to make sure, like, if you're selling the house, trying to make sure it closes on time.
Yeah.
Appraisal comes out out well.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work.
It is making sure you pay. Well, I don't know if you use the PMLs, but making sure you pay back your PMLs or whoever it is that your private money lenders. So yeah, that's the adrenaline I deal with, right? Come on, Jen, get on the motorcycle. No, thank you. Okay, I will try it, but like I have to go on just like one block, Carlos. Like just maybe one block, 2 blocks. That's it. I'll do a Betty said I'll do a motorcycle with 3 wheels. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I've thought about doing indoor skydiving. Yeah, see, I'll do
I've done indoor skydiving.
Yeah,
it doesn't count, though.
It doesn't count. Yeah,
No,
I did indoor too, and it just felt like. I don't know how you felt about it, but it felt like we were just going in a tunnel in the fan and just air was hitting my face. It was kind of weird.
Brutal.
Was it?
On my face.
Oh.
Plus, I think I was wearing glasses. No, I took my glasses off.
Yeah.
Back then I used to wear glasses.
It was cool.
I couldn't see anything anyways without my glasses. So
yeah, it was cool because they taught you like when you're flying, like go to one side, go to the other side. Yeah, and then when the instructor came in, how he took you up the tunnel or whatever that is. But I don't think that's how it feels when you skydive. I don't know.
It's got to be more work.
It's got to be, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, whoever's a skydiver, let us know. I've thought about doing indoor skydiving. What about the Goliath? I love the Goliath actually at Six Flags. The Goliath is the one that just ties you from your feet. Like it's I don't think, huh? The Raging Bull is good. Yeah, Raging Bull, that's a classic. But I think the Goliath only like it attaches your feet and like your lap. That's it.
Okay.
You have nothing really holding your upper body.
Okay. I think last time I went to Six Flags it got stuck.
Yeah. So. Oh God. And it's the most steepest. That's the steepest roller coaster right now in Six Flags in Gurney. Wow. So I just remember like when I jumped on that. I think when it first came out, my kid must have been like 13 and now she's 18, and I just remember I thought she was having a heart attack in that very moment because I looked over and I saw her face and I thought I started panicking because her face was like showing me like she was like not having fun, and I felt so bad. I was like trying to pat her. Those are the worst. Have you seen those videos when like parents are like trying to calm their kids down? That was me, so Six Flags definitely.
There was one ride I was waiting in line for. It was they renamed it Speed. It goes from here, it goes up and then this way. Like a U.
Oh.
Like a U shape. I think it's called Speed now.
No, Vertical Velocity?
Yeah,
Vertical Velocity. Yeah.
Vertical Velocity.
Yeah.
They changed their name again.
Did they? I don't know.
I think Speed.
Probably.
Theme.
Probably.
Theme.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I was waiting in line and we were the next ones to go, but then the machine broke down. It stopped. So people were hanging from one side.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Nope, I don't want to go on this again. Yeah,
the idea of just hanging on the roller coaster upside down or that to me, I would not have fun at all. Okay, so going back, I don't know how we got to this. Let's go back to the fashion show. Tell us a little bit again, I know you said it on the first segment. Tell us, when is it going to happen? What time? What can the people that go expect?
Sure. The fashion show is happening on October 27th at 868 Events, which is located on 868 North Franklin in Chicago.
Okay.
And start time is about 6 p.m. And so we're trying to present diversity in our fashion show. So we have designers from different parts of the world.
I love that.
And we have a diverse group of models as well, of all shapes and sizes, heights, and from different parts of the world.
Oh, that's super cool. So, and then, so this is again on the 27th. Yeah, 27th. So you guys know September 27th. And if somebody wants to buy a ticket, where would they go?
They can go to Malik Collective, MALIK, COLLECTIVE.eventbrite.com.
Yeah, see, that's super cool. So, for you guys that are listening and watching, there's the fashion shows coming up. And they're fun. I've gone to a couple too and just attended and been in them as well. And I think it's a fun experience. It's a great networking opportunity. I think people that are in fashion are still very creative. There's a lot of creativity in that industry. And we see a lot of people even here at the school. There's a lot of students that love the fashion world, love the modeling, love the runway stuff, right? It's just inspiring to see how people are so creative with their clothing, right?
Oh, yes, definitely. This gives an opportunity for designers to showcase their work and see how their fabrics work on different body types as well.
I love that. Yeah. I remember when one of the fashion shows that I was in, I think I wore an African dress. And I have it on one of my, I don't know if it's TikTok or one of them, but like, it was just a beautiful dress that I got to wear, right?
Nice.
And yeah, like, I remember.
So when are you going to do my show?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. You going to pay me? You got to pay to play. No. You know how real estate goes? No, I'm just joking. We'll see. Maybe you tell me.
Come in for my next audition.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. The audition. that just sounds, can you?
I still have to see how you walk.
Lord help me right now. Okay. You want to see it? Like, just cringe.
See you walk.
No,
you
don't.
Today? Let's see you walk now.
No, we're gonna do a walk and talk show. So for those we were talking about, he's more comfortable walking and talking. So I was like, we're gonna do a walk and talk show. We'll see how that works, right? Walkie talkie. Yeah. No, I mean, I did. Walking in the runway, that doesn't bother me, actually. I don't care. But I'm just such a goofball that I'll probably laugh. Like, knowing myself and knowing, like, even like when the students ask me to act here, right? Like, they're like, let's do a skit. Man, I'll start laughing. Like, I can't. I can't be serious, But that's just me. So maybe I don't know about the audition stuff, dude. Like, I don't know about all that.
All right, maybe next year.
Maybe
next year we'll get.
I don't even.
Get on the runway next year.
Yeah, no, you're gonna get this like whole competitiveness come out of me, and I don't want to get to that point 3. But yeah, no. So we're talking about the fashion show, and then what's going on with you in real estate? So what are the plans for you? Are you still gonna keep doing real estate? Are you still acquiring properties?
Real estate, I'm slowing down on single family houses. I'm gonna start acquiring. I'm going to start doing something else.
What do you want to do? Oh, okay. Are you doing multi-units? Are you doing buildings? Are you doing, which one?
Building.
You want to do buildings? Do you want to start doing buildings?
Well, there was a storm a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, so I know that
storm. A lot of roofs.
Yes.
Cut down a lot of trees. I'd rather just have one building and just not. One roof is better.
Oh man,
multiple tenants than having multiple houses.
That storm was so bad for so many people that own properties. It did a couple things to mine. And people don't realize these little things. Thank God the roof didn't really destroy. The roof didn't get damaged. It was more of like the siding and parts of the window. And then the other one, it did something like the sewer system kind of backed up because of so much rain. Like it started having issues with my drains. But people don't realize these things, man. Like it's a lot of upkeep.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, so I could see why you want a building. So if anyone's looking to wholesale a building, let me know so I could sell it to Haaroon.
Love it.
But yeah, so again, if someone wants to get in touch with you in general, where would they go?
Best way to get a hold of me is from my website, haaroon.com. That'll transfer you to my Instagram site.
That's such a perfect, simple name.
Easier. Instead of following me on Instagram, just go to Haaroon.com.
Haaroon.com? Was it easy to get that domain? I'm sure it was.
I also have HaaroonMalik.com.
And what was it, like 25 cents on GoDaddy or something like that?
No, I still have to renew it every 5 years or 10 years.
Well, it depends what you buy.
So I think one of them I'm good for like, I was able to buy it for 10 years. Another one I can only buy for like 5 years. Another one for 3 years. I don't know what's going on.
That's gotta be the easiest name. Cause you know how sometimes when you're looking for like a business name, like right now, like I think Jennifer Sanchez, JenniferSanchez.com. It's such a common name, right?
I'm Jenny from the block.
Don't give you know what? Let's go on GoDaddy now and see if that's available so I could claim it, right? Maybe I will claim it now that I think about it, but Yeah, it's such a simple name, Haaroon.com. So make sure you guys go to Haaroon.com if you want to learn more. Thank you so much, Haaroon, for being on with us. I really appreciate it. It was fun. You guys make sure you follow him, check him out, check out his events. You guys, if you want to get to know me, make sure you follow me, Wise Jennifer Sanchez or Wise Coffee Chat Show on all the platforms. Thank you so much, guys. God bless you guys. Have a great week.
Take care.